Well, hi guys, we're taking you on another little adventure. We're currently at Nagambie. So it's the town centre. The famous water tower. And there's our welcome to Nagambie sign. So yeah, this time we're with the Hilltop Caravan group. We're staying at the leisure park. So we've got a lot of Hilltopians here.
Hilltopians.
Hilltopians, are they?
Yeah,
what would they like to be called?
Yes.
Okay. So anyway, we're down here to have a bit of a look around, so we thought we might invite you guys with us. So stay tuned, we'll see what exciting adventures we get up to this weekend.
Yes, some nice places we could find for you.
I do believe we're going to the hotel tonight for tea.
What?
I think we might.
Oh.
Yes. So that's
I'll
another...
have to put the food back in the fridge.
Oh, that's true. Anyway, we're going to have a bit of fun, so stick with us, we'll see what we can find. See you soon, guys.
Bye.
Okay, before we leave the township, we thought we'd give you another close look at this. The water tower. And right beside the water tower,
Across the road from...
across the road, is the great black caviar.
Who was born here in Nagambie.
Yes.
2006.
And we also found this little plaque on the side. And Robyn might point out a couple of names that we know.
Colin and Janine Madden, friends of ours.
Yeah, so very proud of this one. Absolutely magnificent statue. And it's right across from the lake.
Just, yep, right on there.
So if you're coming down to Nagambie, you've got to have a bit of a look at this. It's just absolutely beautiful.
It's a lovely little boardwalk along there, and might take the bikes out there.
Yeah, we'll take the bikes for a spin later. Sounds good.
So we're more round there. The lake is quite big and the caravan park is somewhere around that bend over there.
Well, you heard that first from Robyn. Anyway, we'll say goodbye to black caviar and we'll see what else we can find.
Hi there. We're at the Hilltop annual get-together at Nagambie Lakes. Entrance down there. And we've got about 90 vans.
Yep, we've got about 90 Hilltop vans down here. It's been great. We've just popped up the front here just to do a little bit of video of the sign so that you know where we are and how to get here. Last night we had quite a bit of rain and I think two of the caravans lost their annexes. So
yeah, one came off completely, the other had a big dint in it.
Yep, so we've got some footage of that we'll show you later on in this video. So now we're actually going to have a look at a bridge which is just down the lane here that we're going to try and get to. So we'll see you at the bridge.
Bye.
Cheers. So these bikes go anywhere.
Even into the water, maybe.
Okay, so we have found this bridge. It looks absolutely amazing. Check this out.
Robyn and Peter will now show you the historical Chinaman's Bridge. Chinaman's Bridge is a historic bridge located near Nagambie, Australia. It was thought to be built in 1891 by Chinese immigrants who were drawn to the region by the gold rush. The bridge played a vital role in the transportation of goods and people, and it is one of the few remaining structures built by Chinese immigrants in the area. Opened in 1891, then known as Kerry's Bridge, Chinaman's Bridge is one of Victoria's oldest surviving timber road bridges. The bridge, which spans Goulburn River, was designed by Goulburn Shire Council engineer and was constructed by contractor J.B. Parkinson at a cost of £4, 3 shillings and sixpence. Originally, the bridge connected Nagambie, Heathcote Road across Goulburn River. The Nagambie Heathcote Road was relined onto a new replacement bridge in 1989, and the Chinaman's Bridge was closed to traffic and pedestrians. The area near the bridge was once populated with Chinese vegetable market gardeners, and the Nagambie Heathcote Road was known as Chinaman's Road. Eventually, the bridge came to be known as Chinaman's Bridge. The bridge is a strutted stringer bridge. The bridge included a lift span to enable the sawmill steamer pass through the bridge 6 times a week during the 1890s.
As always, we'll try and go one better. See if we can get up here, up on the bridge, so that we can get a better view of what's going on. There's a section over here that we might be able to climb up. Getting there. Whoa. How convenient is this? A hole in the fence. And here we are, top of the bridge. How cool is this? Oh yes, Robyn's just pointing out the new bridge, which is just over there. So we've got a great view of the river. And back to the van park, which is over in that direction. Gee, you wouldn't want to drive a car on this. Nagambie, great place to come. Oh look, Robyn's being adventurous. We're not awkward, not a bit.
Still pretty solid, but look what's happened, yeah.
Yeah. It's all just falling apart.
Underneath or something.
Okay guys, we're under the bridge now because, damn it, it started to rain.
Let's hope not as bad as it has been.
So the bikes are out there getting a bit damp, but we'll bring those under here in a minute. But check this out underneath the bridge here. Pretty cool. And if we're lucky, we'll see a couple of the jet skis coming through. So how cool is that, guys? Anyway, we're back to our bikes. And if we're lucky, we might find a bunch of grapes.
Today Robyn and Peter check out the Tabulk winery. Established in 1860, Tabulk is one of Australia's most beautiful and historic family-owned wineries. Located in the Nagambie Lakes region of central Victoria, 120 kilometres north of Melbourne. Purchased by the Tabulk family in 1925, Tabulk is home to 5 generations. It was in 1860 when the first vineyard was planted on the river valley slopes of the then-known Tabulk pastoral run. The property comprises some 1,214 hectares of rich river flats with a frontage of 11 kilometres to the Goulburn River and 8 kilometres of permanent backwaters and creeks. The first underground cellar was excavated in 1862 and by 1863 was in full use. The cellar continues to be in use today and is a popular visitor experience.
Oh, that's lovely. Okay, we're in Tabulk and the wine tasting area. Before we go down, we're going to go down and have a look at some of these wine barrels down here. If you're not into wine and you're just into Australian history, this place is amazing. It's just 1800s, wasn't it? These old barrels.
And along here they're their diplomas and certificates and first prize, second prize, all the different years.
And there's the tasting up the other end there. We've got a lot of the old tools and so forth. Anyway, I'm more excited to go downstairs to have a look down there. So we'll check that out. Okay. So we're heading downstairs now. Don't know what we're going to expect down here. But this is so cool. I mean, it is cool because it's hot outside.
And this is where it goes underground, where we saw the events probably at the top.
That's right, yes. Yeah. That's amazing. It's just barrels and barrels. Do you want to take one of those barrels home? No, I don't think that'd be a good idea. We wouldn't be holding fire steam, that's for sure. Yeah. So we're moving even further down the dungeons. Oh, they've even got some of the boxes in there all crated up, ready to go. See, I hope this is actually coming out quite well. Wow, tawny port up there. This really is an incredible little journey. And it's certainly untapped, isn't it, Robyn?
Beautiful.
And then we look back, now we're heading back. And again, I don't know whether you can see it, but inside there is boxes and boxes of wine. It's going to try and turn the light on for you. Hang on, there she is. Look. You can actually
Already there in the dozen boxes and the dozen.
Right. moving right along. Look,
Here's some
and
socks.
Yeah, here's some people that are after some wine.
Yeah, they want to sit on one of them and
Even though you're not a wine drinker, I guarantee you'll find a wine here that you like.
I'm pretty sure we would.
Muscat maybe.
If I knock on there, what will happen? Yeah, I don't know whether you can see this, but that's actually bulging. So that's not looking real good. So we might have to stay here and drink this. What do you think?
Drown in it.
They're the air vents.
Yes, it's in the side, yeah.
Okay, we were down below in the vaults down below, and these are the air vents that we saw from underneath. So directly under us is all that wine in the cellar below.
Okay, we're just on the eco trail here. We just thought we'd have a little walk, and there's a bridge over there we can see. It does say gold coin donation, so Peter's going to pay.
Okay, I'll pay for all of us. Right, come on guys, let's go.
Yeah.
Well, hi guys, lovely day today. We're actually out at the Balacalava Mine. Right, we're going to go down a little way.
Balacalava Mine, Rue Historic Reserve. The Balacalava Mine was an open-cut mine in the Australian ghost town of Rue, Victoria. It opened in October 1854, 1 year after gold was found at the nearby Rushworth. By 1881 the number of employed miners in the area had dropped to 150, and mining in the Balacalava Mine ceased in the 1920s. John Lewis and James Nickinson discovered a gold nugget on top of this hill on the 25th of October, 1854. This was the same day as the Battle of Balaclava in Russia, which is where the name Balaclava came from for the mine. The Balacalava Mine was opened the next year in 1855, and it became the most extensive, famous and rich mine in the northeastern district. We have since found out that the mine is now off limits to the general public, however when we're there, the gate had been forced open.
So we're heading down. Going very slowly here. And if we turn around, Robyn's up there on the balcony. We're still going. We're heading down a little bit further. Just going slowly. Okay, this is what we've come down here to see. That's the mine down there. And this is pretty much the end of it. So, we can now see the mines, which is pretty cool. There's mine shafts going horizontally through the rock face. And if we spin around this way a little bit, there is also another one, I think over here, if we can actually get to see it, or it's more of a crevice. So I think that's one of the major part of the mine. So guys, we are now here looking at the mine. Fantastic. Okay guys, we're on the other side of Balacalava Mine, and there's those steps that we went down, which is those ones coming across there, and I think you can see one of the mine entrances just over there. So pretty cool. Well, here we are at the famous rock pools.
Yes, I can't remember the name, but the Aboriginal rock pools.
I'll put that down in the title down the bottom there. But yes, so these are the rock pools. So Robyn, if you'd like to show everybody.
Would you like to go there and poke them?
So
Rock pool?
not terribly deep, but deep enough. And we reckon if you clean the sediment out of there, should be nice clean water after a couple of days. So here we are at the rock pools. No swimming here, but got plenty of water
There's
to
a little
drink.
one there.
Okay guys, we're going to go and have a look at Kirwans Bridge, so here we go.
The Kirwans Bridge was built to provide access across the Goulburn River to nearby Nagambie, back in the gold mining era when a railway was required for the mining areas of Roo and Baillieston. In Victoria there is only one other bridge which comes close to this length, which is the Barwon Heads Bridge, coming in at 308 metres long. The 310 metre long Kirwans Bridge was built over the Goulburn River at Baillieston. The one-way bridge dates back to 1890. Although it's one way, there are passing bays which definitely come in handy when you're halfway across and you meet an oncoming car. The bridge was built to provide access across the Goulburn River to nearby Nagambie back in the gold mining era when a railway was required for the mining areas of Roo and Baillieston. The Kirwans Bridge is one of the oldest timber bridges left in Victoria that is still operational.
Well, hi guys, welcome to another episode of Oz Travelog.
And Van Talk.
Van Talk, yeah. Well, this one has been a little while coming because we had a few little problems early in 2022, but we thought we'd bring this to you because we had some great footage there, so yeah. I hope you've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
We finally found out what that bridge was in Nagambie, which was the Chinaman's Bridge.
Chinaman's Bridge, yep.
Which had a lot of history. Which
wasn't the original name, but it got renamed that.
Yeah,
because there were a lot of Chinese people around, wasn't it? Weren't there?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then we got to see the Tabulk
winery, yeah, which was lovely.
Yeah, I'm not a very big wine person, but yeah, I think Robyn enjoyed it, didn't you?
I'm not a big wine person either, but yeah. Did we even have a sample?
No, we didn't
I
even
don't
get a
even think we
sample.
did. We
I
sampled some food.
We sampled the grapes.
And the grapes.
were good, yeah. What else did we see? We saw black caviar, the statue
Oh,
there,
yes.
which we knew the owners.
Couple of the
owners, which was fine. What else did we do?
At the mine, the Balacalava Mine, we went and saw that,
The Balacalava Mine, that gate was locked, but after we sort of went down and had a look and then came back up, we could see that it had been sort of forced open. So technically, maybe we shouldn't have gone down there, but
didn't
realise until we actually got back up again. So apologies for that one. What else did we do? Kirwans Bridge.
Yeah, the cute little bridge going across the water, and that little area there is really lovely too. And it was around that area that we went to the Aboriginal sites,
rocks.
The rocks there with. I've actually forgotten the name of the person. The picture. We'll find it and
we'll
put it
see
up.
if we can find it.
Yeah.
But I think that was actually in one of our first episodes when we got to
Mind the wrong
the first
place.
time. Yeah, no, that's fine. But
anyway,
in this episode, we've done kind of 2 episodes on this. The first one that we released a little while ago.
That was last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, was the damage to the awnings. So if you're interested about your awnings, I would suggest have a look at that video. Because it shows what can happen if they're not secured properly, which was a bit of a disaster that year, but we had, I think, over 10,000 views on that one alone, so that wasn't too bad.
People find those things interesting.
I don't know why, but still. So the other thing I was going to talk about was our electric bikes. They certainly get us to places that we wouldn't normally travel to, and I guess at this stage I'd like to give a shout out to Gordon and the boys down there at the Electric Bike Superstore. They've given us some invaluable information and help when we've required it, and the other good thing about it is when we did choose these bikes, they have such a wide range that look, the bikes we have might not suit you, and what you choose might not suit us. So that's why I'm suggesting is go and see Gordon and the boys down there at the Electric Bike Superstore, and you can try out a lot of different bikes. So I'm sure you'll find one that'll suit you. Most of the bike shops that we actually went to originally maybe only had 1 or 2 electric bikes, and their knowledge wasn't really that good. So look, have a talk to Gordon, see what he's on about, and I'm sure you'll find the same as we have, that he's been very, very helpful and very supportive of people that buy bikes from him. So definitely give Gordon and the boys down there a ring. So I think that's about all we have for this episode.
I think so. Just, sorry about it not being out earlier, but anyway, better late than never, and it doesn't really matter when you see them, because if it's interesting, it's
interesting.
It's all there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not going to move, although, mind you, I don't know if we mentioned in the Halls Gap one that Nagambie got flooded after we were there
in
March last year.
Yeah.
We were going to book again for March this year, and the floods were just horrendous. They flood, like, what was a road that you'd drive and walk on became a river where people were using their little outboard dinghies to go on. It was big, major uphaul, but they're all back on track.
Yeah. So we're sticking with the guys at Nagambie
for next year.
So any of the Hilltop people that are looking for that, it's filling very fast. If not, it's filled already.
Yeah, maybe.
So yeah, it's a good time to have a get together with the fellow Hilltopians. Oh, I got that right this time. All right, on behalf of Robyn and Peter, Oz Travelog, thank you very much for watching, and if you can, or if you'd like to, subscribe to our channel. That will let you know when our YouTube channel or when our new videos are out. This one will be the last one for a little while. We've got a few more adventures planned, but they'll come
But haven't happened
a little
yet.
later in the year. So again, stay safe out there, look after yourselves, look after your fellow travellers, and we hope to catch you on the road. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.